Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight, Gabriel Gonzaga, returning to the octagon for the first time in 15 months. He is 5 years the elder of the newcomer, Ednaldo Oliveira, who is 5 inches taller and will have a 5.5-inch reach advantage. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata, our referee for this heavyweight fight. Gabriel Gonzaga.
You ready? Let's go fight, guys.
Ednaldo Oliveira. Here we go. White trunks for Gabriel Gonzaga. Black trunks for Ednaldo Oliveira. Gonzaga has serious knockout power.
He also has great leg kicks, Mike, and that's something that I expect him to utilize against the taller foe with the long, thin legs. And of course, his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ground game is outstanding.
Oliveira, very lean, very tall, and trains with Junior Dos Santos, so you know he's been in some pretty high-level sparring sessions.
And one of the things that I read that Gonzaga said leading up to this fight is that he really wants to get back to his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu base, and that he believes that he abandoned that a bit because of, you know, some of the spectacular finishes that he's had in some of his fights, like the Crow Cop fight, kind of led him to think of himself more of a striker, where his real strength, his real base lies in his Jiu-Jitsu.
Born right here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, this is the first fight in his hometown since 2003, when Gonzaga fought Brandon Lee Hinkle before his 5-year tenure in the UFC. So Gonzaga fighting here at home. He's lived in Ludlow, Massachusetts for many years now. Trying to step in with a big right hand. 90 seconds into the first round.
Oliveira with a good right hand. You can see the boxing skill of Oliveira. He's doing a great job of feinting, Mike. He makes a lot of fakes with his hands to get Gonzaga thinking about different distances.
See if Gonzaga looks to throw some of those heavy leg kicks you talked about. Instead, he shoots the single.
He's got him up and down. Very nicely done.
Oh, and a nice elbow.
Right into side control.
So he's going back to his grappling base, as you talked about, Joe.
He spun, and he's got the over-under, Mike, and look for him to shove that right leg in between the two legs of Oliveira and try to take his back. He goes to double underhooks to try to control him and drag him down. But if he wants to get the choke, he's got to switch one of these to an over-under. Otherwise, he's going to lose the position. He's going to snap him back down to the ground, trip him. There he goes. Into half guard here.
Gonzaga has finished all 12 of his victories, 7 by submission, 5 by knockout.
Gonzaga's got to take back that underhook. The underhook on the left-hand side that Oliveira has, that's going to allow Oliveira to stand up. See how he puts his hand on the back? That underhook is what's going to allow him to stand up. And he gets his knee underneath him if he can get it. So Gonzaga's got to get that back. Got to get that back to control the position. Oh, I don't know what he's doing there. He's giving up his neck. That's not good. When Oliveira stuck his neck underneath the armpit of Gonzaga, he's just asking for trouble here.
Gonzaga with the knee to the body.
Yeah, you can tell he was looking for that too. Now he's going over-under again. See, he's got the overhook.
And now he's trying to lock in a choke.
Yeah, Oliveira's done.
Trying to finish it right here is Gabriel Gonzaga. Looking for a win in his hometown of Rio de Janeiro.
Especially if he flattens him out. That's it.
And it is all over. Gabriel Gonzaga returns to the UFC. Fights in his birthplace.
And he did exactly what he said he was going to do, Mike. Went right back to his roots. And you see how successful he is when he does that. He's a high-level black belt, a very strong man with outstanding technique. Did exactly what he wanted to do tonight.
A triumphant return to Rio de Janeiro for Gabriel Gonzaga.
And you can see once he gets this over-under, Mike, that is the key. Because he gets the over-under, he just sneaks the choke in with the left arm. And you can see he gets it nice and tight and then gets that left hook in. Once he gets that left hook in, flattens him out. Watch this here. He got it there? Oh, yeah. Nice and deep. Deep choke, and there's the left hook. Flattens him out completely and just crushes that neck.
A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt for well over a decade, Gonzaga wins tonight in his first fight in the UFC in 15 months with the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Gabriel Gonzaga.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Gabriel Gonzaga. Mr. Gonzaga, it's been a while since we've seen you inside the octagon. You obviously seem to have refocused yourself and re-energized yourself. Tell us how it feels to come back and get this victory.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna talk in English and Portuguese too. Galera, acabei de falar que ia falar em português e em inglês também. Bem, obrigado, galera. Amo todos vocês. Estou aqui do lado da minha casa. Obrigado pelo apoio de todos. Obrigado pela oportunidade de luta do Lula. Estou aqui de volta. Thank you for letting me come back. I was out of focus my last fight in UFC, and I come back to do the best performance training I had in my training camp in Link BJJ Ludlow. Thank you guys, everybody that helped me there. And obrigado, galera, por todos os treinos que eu tive.
One of the things that I read about you is that you had decided that you needed to focus on your roots again, go back to your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that is what won you the fight tonight.
Yeah, I try to do my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training. I teach Monday to Friday every day in my Worcester location. I teach a lot Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with gi. But on the day of the fight, sometimes you don't have the time to go to the ground game. But I'm trying my best. Eu tento fazer meu melhor treino de Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu com kimono todos os dias. Eu ensino de segunda a sexta-feira todo dia na minha academia em Worcester, nos Estados Unidos. E obrigado por todos os meus alunos que me ajudam nesse treino.
Great to see you back in the octagon again, and congratulations on an outstanding performance. Gabriel Gonzaga, ladies and gentlemen.